Good morning to everybody. In this video, I am going to explain about the rectifiers and filters. A semiconductor device which converts alternating current, that is AC current, into pulsating direct current or unidirectional current. The device is known as the rectifier. Here, filter converts that pulsating DC or unidirectional DC into pure DC. For rectifier, we are using semiconductor diode or PN junction diode. The need of the rectifier is to provide continuous voltage, that means to provide DC voltage, we are using rectifier. These are required at the all electronic devices and circuits. That's why we have to convert AC voltage into the DC voltage. In this rectifiers and filters, I am going to explain about the basic rectifier circuit, half wave rectifier, full wave rectifier, bridge rectifier, derivations for the ripple factor, efficiency, and rectifier circuits operation, input and output waveforms of the different rectifiers, and filters using half wave rectifier and full wave rectifier. Different types of filters here are inductor filter and capacitor filter, and we are going to compare the various filters in terms of ripple factors. These are the contents I am going to explain in this unit. This is the basic rectifier setup. Here there are 4 blocks. One is transformer and another one is rectifier, third one is filter, and fourth one is the regulator. Transformer gets input from the AC mains. The volt input to the transformer is 230 volts 50 Hz, that is given to the transformer. Here the transformer used is step down transformer. So we have to convert 230 volts into the required to operate the electronic devices level. We have to convert. For that we are using step down transformer. So after giving the 230 volts to the transformer gives reduced or step down output to the rectifier. Generally here the input voltage to the rectifier is 0 to 30 volts. So in the rectifier circuit, the function of the rectifier is it takes the input from the transformer as a AC. So that AC is converted into the pulsating DC or unidirectional DC. So here in the rectifier circuit we are using diode as the component. So this is the output. These are the output waveforms of the rectifiers. The AC. This is the AC. This one is the AC output, and after the rectifier output, this is the waveform, and this rectifier output is given to the filter circuit. So the function of the filter is it removes the ripples or it converts pulsating DC into the pure DC. For that we are using, in the filter circuit we are using inductors and capacitors as the components, and the output of the filter circuit is given to the regulator circuit. Here the function of the regulator circuit is it converts or it produces constant output irrespective of the AC mains supply variations or load variations or load resistance variations. Irrespective of all these, it is producing constant output. So that is the function of the regulator circuit. At the output we are getting regulated smooth DC supply. This is the form of horizontal line. So parts of the regulated power supply is 4 parts. One is transformer and another one is rectifier, and third one is the filter, and fourth one is the regulator. We have seen these functions of these 4 blocks. The transformer converts AC voltage into the low level AC voltage, and rectifier converts that bidirectional AC into unidirectional DC, and filter converts or reduces the peak to peak pulses or it reduces the ripple voltage, and regulator function is it gives the constant output. So this is the basic rectifier circuit. Here we are using PN junction as the component. We are giving AC voltage to the PN junction diode. That means step down or low AC voltage is given to the PN junction diode. So we know the properties or functions of the PN junction diode. During positive off cycle, we are connecting positive terminal to the P-type material and negative terminal to the N-type material. At that time, the diode works as a forward bias. If the diode is forward bias, the diode is in the on condition. At that time, whatever the input is present at the input, that input is reaches to the output. So during the positive off cycle, we have the output. But in the negative off cycle, we are applying the diode is in the reverse bias. If the diode is in the reverse bias, it is in the off state. So there is no voltage at the output. So that is represented with the output. The output across the load resistor is 0. So during the positive off cycle, we have the output. During the negative off cycle, the output is 0. This is the basic rectifier circuit. So types of rectifiers based on the conduction period. There are two types of rectifiers. One is the half wave rectifier and another one is the center tapped rectifier. So according to the components used in the rectifiers, full wave rectifiers again classified into two types. One is the center tap full wave rectifier with center tap transformer and another one is the full wave bridge rectifier. So this is the circuit diagram for the half wave rectifier. We have already discussed during the year in this rectifier, the diode conducts in only during the positive off cycle. We are getting output at the during positive off cycle only. So this is the circuit diagram of the half wave rectifier. Here we are using in the input we are using transformer. This transformer takes the input from the AC supply and reduces that voltage to the lower level, and that reduced voltage is given to the diode. So at that time, during the positive off cycle, the diode is in the on condition due to forward bias. So in the forward diode is on condition, the voltage drop across the load resistor is corresponding input voltage. So we are getting output at the during positive off cycle. But during the negative off cycle, the diode is in the reverse bias. That means diode is off. If the diode is off, there is no voltage. The voltage drop across the load resistor is 0. So this is the circuit operation of the half wave rectifier. These are the waveforms of the half wave rectifier. Here, first one is the waveform for the input signal, and second one is AC input voltage waveform, and second one is the DC output voltage. Here we are getting output during the positive off cycle only. During negative off cycle, the output is 0. So these are the waveforms for the input voltage and load current, input voltage, load current and load voltage. Here load voltage is known as VDC or V average, and load current is also represented as I average or IDC. The given input voltage is represented as V of t equal to Em sin omega t. We have to calculate the VDC and IDC for the half wave rectifier. Here the given input or Vin equal to Vm sin omega t. This output is present at the output at during 0 to pi and that at the 0 to t by 2 time period only. From t by 2 to t by 2 to t, it is the output is only 0. So that is represented in the diagram, that in the equation. So V of t equal to Vm sin omega t for t less than or equal to t by 2. V of t equal to 0 for t between t by 2 and t. So to calculate the average voltage or DC voltage for one complete cycle, here VDC is equal to the V average and VDC equal to, we have to calculate VDC, we are considering one complete cycle. So we are taking 1 by t. Because the time period for one complete cycle is t, that's why we are taking 1 by t. So we are taking integration of input voltage from 0 to t, V of t dt. Here V of t is given as Vm sin omega t. Substitute the value of t equal to 2 pi and V of t equal to sin omega dt. And for 0 to this value is from 0 to pi, and for pi to 2 pi this value is 0. Now take the constant common, that is Vm by 2 pi into 2 pi common. Then the integration of sin omega t is cos minus cos omega t. So substitute the, here we can write omega t as the theta. Now substitute the theta with 0 and pi. If you are substituting the theta value pi, you are getting minus 1 value. And if you substituting the 0 in place of theta, you are getting value minus 1. Because the 0 and 360 values are same, that's why we are getting cos 360 is same and cos theta is also same. So Vm by 2 pi equal to, we are getting Vm by 2 pi into 2. So 2 and 2 gets cancelled, we are getting VDC equal to Vm by pi. So if you substitute the value for pi, you are getting VDC equal to 0.318 Vm. So therefore, according to the Ohm's law, I equal to VDC by RL. Further, here IDC equal to VDC by RL. If VDC, we know VDC equal to Vm by pi, and that multiplied with RL, or Vm by pi into RL. So here the load resistance is negligible. So at that time IDC equal to Im by pi. If you consider the values of forward resistance Rf and the transformer secondary winding resistance Rs, then the VDC value is equal to the Vm by pi minus IDC into Rf plus Rs. IDC equal to, at that time IDC equal to V by R, we are taking V by R, that's why VDC by Rf plus Rs plus RL. From that IDC equal to, we are substituting the VDC value, then IDC equal to Vm by pi into Rf plus Rs plus RL. Center tap full wave rectifier. This is the circuit diagram for the center tap full wave rectifier. Here we are using two diodes D1 and D2 and one transformer. Here the transformer using is the center tapped transformer. So it gets voltage at the two ends. Positive voltage at the two ends. At the middle we are getting 0 voltage. So 2 voltage. At the input it has 1 voltage. At the output of the secondary of the transformer, the voltage will be doubled. If the output or rectified output or step down voltage is Vm, at the output of the secondary it has 2 Vm. So in the center tapped full wave rectifier we are using 2 diodes and 1 center tapped transformer, and we are taking output across the load resistor RL. This is the circuit diagram of the center tapped full wave rectifier. Operation of the center tapped full wave rectifier. During the positive off cycle, the diode is positive. We are applying positive terminal to the anode of the diode at D1, and we are applying negative terminal to the anode of the D2. So that's why during the positive off cycle, D1 is on and D2 is off. If the D1 is on, it acts as a closed switch, and D2 is on off means it acts as a open switch. So the voltage during the positive off cycle, the current flows through the diode and load resistor and then to the secondary part of the upper half part of the transformer, center tapped secondary transformer. This is the direction of the current flow. So during the positive off cycle, D1 is on and D2 is off. So current flows from the D1 to load resistor, from load resistor to the secondary of the center tap transformer, positive upper half of the center tap transformer. And during the negative off cycle, we are applying negative terminal to the anode of the D1 and positive terminal of the anode positive terminal to the anode of the D2. So this is the circuit diagram of this is the waveforms of the center tap rectifier during positive off cycle. So during positive off cycle, the diode D1 is conducts. At that time, the output is looks like. These are the waveforms of the output waveform of the D1 when D1 is conducting. During the negative off cycle, we are applying negative terminal to the D1 and negative terminal to the D1 of the anode and positive terminal to the D2 of the anode. At that time, D1 is off and D2 is on. So the current flows to the transistor is from D2 secondary to the from D2 to load resistance and load resistance to lower half of the secondary transformer. So this is the direction of the current flow during the negative off cycle. These are the waveforms of the center tapped transformer during negative off cycle. So these are the final waveforms, input, output and waveforms during positive D1 on and D2 on. We are getting these waveforms. First one is the input waveform and second one is the waveform during D1 is on and third one is the waveform during D2 on. So final is the D2, the final output is the final is the both D1 and D2 on condition output. Then at that time we are getting outputs during positive off cycle and as well as in the negative off cycle. So here the alternating AC current is converted into the unidirectional current or pulsating DC current. This is the circuit diagram. This is bridge full wave rectifier. Here we are using diodes as the bridge. That's why we are saying it is a bridge full wave rectifier. So in this rectifier we are using 4 diodes D1, D2, D3 and D4 and one normal transformer, and we are taking output across the load resistor. So here during the positive off cycle, the diode D1 and D2 is forward bias because we are applying positive terminal to the anode of D1 and D2 and negative terminal to the anode of D3 and D4. That's why during positive off cycles, D1 and D2 is forward biased and D2 and D3 is reverse biased. So this is the diagram of the bridge rectifier during positive off cycle. At that time the current flows from D1 to load resistor and after load resistor to D2 and then to the negative winding and negative of the to the B point of the transformer. So during positive off cycle, D1 is positive and D2 and D4 is D3 and D4 is reverse biased. This is the waveform of the bridge rectifier. Here D1 and D2 is in the on condition. At that time we are getting output like that. So during the negative off cycle, we are applying positive terminal to the negative terminal to the anode of the D1 and D2 and negative terminal to the cathode of D3 and D4. That's why D1 and D1 and D2 is in the off condition and D3 and D4 in the on condition. So the current flows from the A2 to D3, from B to D3 to load resistor and load resistor to D3 and to the A point of the transformer. This is the direction of the current flow in the bridge rectifier during negative off cycle. So during the negative off cycle, A is negative and B is the positive. D4 has positive on its anode and D3 has negative on its cathode, but both are forward biased. So current flows around the circuit as shown in the circuit diagram. So this is the waveform of the bridge rectifier during negative off cycle when D3 and D4 is conduction. So here we are getting output at the during negative off cycle only. So final waveform of the full wave bridge rectifier is this one. Here we are getting output during positive off cycle and negative off, as well as in negative off cycle. This is the waveform of the bridge full wave rectifier.